Namaste and welcome to Beginner Yoga. My name is Marissa Segundo, and today we're going to spend this time just letting the outside world fade away and focus fully on our bodies and our breath and really being mindful of our movements. So find a comfortable seated position. Put on whatever music is calming to you, and we'll bring our hands to heart center and begin this yoga practice with the first Yoga Sutra, Hatha Yoga Anushasana. Join in if you'd like. Hatha Yoga Anushasanam. Please join me in the sound and vibration of Om. Inhaling to prepare. And just allow that Om to reverberate throughout your body. And with your hands at heart center, take a moment to create an intention for your practice, for your life, or for this moment. Hold that intention in your heart and then clear it from your mind as you either leave your hands at heart center or draw them along your sides, connecting thumb and forefinger. And just take this time to slow down, watching your breath, noticing how it comes in and out naturally without changing it. Allow your forehead to soften, eyes to close gently or to remain focused on one single point. Invite your facial features to relax, top jaw to separate from the bottom jaw, and your tongue to hang loose in your mouth. Continuing to watch your breath. If you haven't begun to do so already, beginning yogic breath, breathing in through the nose, allowing that air to travel deep into your belly, expanding your belly with air. As you exhale, collapsing your belly, inviting that air to travel up and out your nostrils, creating this rhythm for your breath that will last you through your yoga practice. As you're connecting with your inhales and exhales, just invite waves of relaxation to start at the very tip of your spine and gently travel down to the base of your spine. And to continue to breathe through your nose, I would add an extra breath, alternate nostril breathing. So for this, you would want to take your right hand, place your pointer finger and middle finger on your forehead. So imagine you're making the, what is that, hanging loose? You're going to place that kind of right where your third eye is. And you'll use your pinky to cover your left nostril and your thumb to cover the right nostril. Alternate nostril breathing, you'll close off the right nostril, inhale, inhale through the left nostril, then close the left nostril and exhale. You can also kind of, if you don't want to put your hands on your fingers on your third eye, you can touch your fingers too. And then breathe in through or out through the right nostril. So you'll do this alternately. So inhale through the right nostril, now the left is closed. the left and exhale out, or close the right and exhale out of the left. Now inhale through the left nostril as it's open. Cover the left nostril and exhale out the right. Inhale in the right nostril. Close it off. Exhale out of the left. Inhale on the left. Cover. Exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. Cover. Exhale on the left. Inhale on the left. Cover. Exhale on the right. Inhale on the left. Or inhale on the right side. Cover. Exhale on the left. Inhale on the left. Cover. Exhale on the right. And then release your hand. Just spend a moment with your eyes closed to feel how calming it is to participate in the alternate nostril breathing. This is a good thing to practice on a daily basis, especially if you're someone whose mind likes to wander during meditation, or even just in preparation for meditation or after meditation, just to have this very soothing feeling in your life. So when you're ready, we'll bring our hands to our center. Inhale, our clasp up overhead, find a tiny little back. Exhale, draw that back just a little bit and start to round the arms around. Just opening the heart, taking your time. Eventually we'll bring our hands to heart center, but don't rush it. Just take your time, and eventually we'll let every finger touch its opposite mate. Inhale the clasped hands all the way up. A little back bend. Separating your clasped hands very slowly. Circle them around. And very slowly bring your hands up. One more time. Well, way more than once, but we'll inhale our arms up. This time we'll let the right hand go. Palm to the earth. Reach tall with the left hand and tip down on the right hand side. Nice side body stretch, turning the heart open to the sky. If you feel like you're craning your neck, go ahead and look down or up. Spend some time to really check in with your left hip. See how that's feeling. When you're ready, reaching up towards the sky. Little tiny back bend. Exhale down. Reach tall to the sky. And exhale down. Left hand side. Turning the heart to the sky, pressing into your lower hand and allowing that to kind of shift a little bit. And then we'll reach up towards the sky as we inhale. Tiny little back bend. Exhale, circle the arms around into heart center. Place your hands on your knees just for a moment and allow your chin to travel down toward your chest. Crown of the head falls forward. You want to bring your gaze to the right knee. Do that. And back to center. And over to the left hand side. And back to center. Inhale the chin back to center. And then all the way up to the sky as we exhale. You're going to place the bottom lip over the top lip to extend this chakra here. You can do that. Placing our hands at heart center once again. We'll take our, actually let's just keep our hands on our knees for a moment, sorry. Nice long spine. I'm going to turn to the side just a little bit. If you need to switch which foot is in front, feel free to do that. We've been seated for a little bit. Just so we can get a better view. Okay. So we'll place our hands on our legs, on our knees. Our feet are just in Sukhasana or seated posture. And we'll place, kind of come onto our fingertips. You can extend your arms. And as we exhale, we'll round the spine, find a seated cow pose. Just allow your spine to kind of loosen here, not forcing anything. Maybe scooch from side to side a little bit. Inhale, draw the heart forward, shoulder blades come together in the back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drawing the head forward. Exhale, and round the spine. Inhale, heart to the front, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, and round the spine. And we'll come back to center. We'll draw our feet about mat width distance apart. We did this again. My left hand, pillow and put it here. Ooh, there's a contrast. There you go. Nice long spine, and shoulder blades come together, rolling shoulders back and down. Placing our palms behind us, opening the heart, and then allow the knees to fall over to the right hand side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale. And exhale on the opposite side. If you want to cross your top ankle over the, your right ankle over the left knee, you can do that. And back. Just really slowly doing our windshield wipers and holding if you need to. You can bring your neck into this and look over your opposite shoulders. I have peacocks in my neighborhood, so if you're hearing that sound in the background, that's what that is. This too I can allow. So we'll lengthen our legs long in front of us. Flexing the feet, nice long spine. Bring our gaze to our big toe. Let's find our hands at heart center again. Inhale our clasped hands up over our head. I'm actually interlocking all of my fingers except for the pointer finger and thumb. Then I'm going to bow forward and I'm going to make a circle around my toes. So just in the air, a little bit of a circle, getting in the mid back with this one. Circling, I forgot to cue you that we're circling both directions, so do that at your own pace. And then when you're ready, inhale. Your fingers up to the sky. Separate your clasped hands. And hands back to heart center. Go ahead and flex your feet and engage your thighs for Dandasana, sat pose. Just take a moment to simply wait. Legs extended long. And from here, we'll swoop our legs around. Come on to our tabletop pose. So fingers are spread wide apart and active. Our knees are aligned with our hips. You need to check by putting your fists together and placing those right in between your knees. That's a good way to measure that. Okay, so from our tabletop pose, I apologize, this pony's not right. From our tabletop pose, take a moment to make sure that your tabletop is long and that you don't have any bends or dips in your spine. You want to have a nice long and strong spine as if you're drawing an invisible string towards the crown of your head and towards the base of your spine behind you. All right. So from our tabletop pose, just taking a moment here. We're going to extend back with our back left foot and just do some basic ankle circles. So we're circling around and circling around, pressing into the ankle. Scoot forward, trying to see if you can see where my foot is, but my ankle is not ideal. Just spend a moment to do this because engaging your toes is something that's really going to help our overall yoga practice. Okay, once you've done that on the left side, go ahead and put the left knee down and do the same thing, lengthening back with the right toe and do some ankle circles, just really simple. Sending all the way up the hamstrings and calves. And then we'll come back down. Find ourselves in a tabletop. We'll place our hand 2 hand lengths in front of us and lower down into an extended child's pose. So from our extended child's pose, just lengthen through the spine. If you want to widen your child's pose stance, go ahead and just widen your stance. You can use a pillow if that feels good. Arms are long in front of you. And in fact, go ahead and place your, kind of come onto your camera angle, not ideal today. So we'll place our forearms on the mat. You want to make sure that your forearms, that you can touch opposite elbows. And then place your hands on the mat like so, almost like you're going to make an Om Mudra on the earth. That way we can make sure that we have a stable foundation here. And this is something that if headstand is in your practice, you're probably, or forearm balance, you're probably used to this, but we're not going to go there right actually not during our yoga practice. So on our forearms, we'll press into the earth and very slowly just start to walk your way up so you find yourself in a dolphin. How is this a dolphin? Well, we're on our forearms doing the same. I'm walking my dolphin. Dolphins can walk. Doing the same position that we normally would do for a downward facing dog. Upper back is connected. This is also good if you want to engage the lower body, but if you have, maybe can't distribute your weight as well to the and the typical downward facing dog is tough on your wrist. So that's a good option. If you'd like to elevate all the way back up to a typical downward facing dog, give yourself permission to do that. Walking your dog, coming onto your tippy toes and down onto your toes, down onto your heels rather. Shaking your head from side to side. Then we're going to take all this good upper body energy we've created, find ourselves in plank pose, and then lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for cobra, cobra, baby cobra, or if you like your forearms, you can, well, who doesn't like their forearms? You can stay on in Sphinx pose. All right. Then we'll place our hands just underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes, pressing back into our plank pose. Make sure you're planky, and then walk your way all the way back up to a downward facing dog. And just shake your head from side to side and up and down. And when you're ready, we'll walk our feet in between our hands and hang out in Uttanasana or forward fold. Very slowly, we start to round the spine out one vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Just change my angle just a tiny bit here. Okay, so we'll place our hands at heart center. Inhale, the clasped hands up. Little tiny back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the legs, flat back extension. Exhale, hands on either side of the feet. Coming back with the right foot, followed by the left. Lowering down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jumping forward with the left foot, and if you need to hook and drag that guy forward, go for it. Followed by the right. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just doing my little twisty thing here. See if this can be easier to see on the other side. Place our hands at heart center. Inhale, clasp hands up. Little tiny back bend. Exhale and swan dive forward. Hands to the legs, flat back extension. Exhale, hands on either side of the feet. Jumping back to the left foot. Followed by the right. Lowering down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for cobra. Tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jumping forward with the right foot. Hook and drag if you need to. Followed by the left. Reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Okay. So we're going to change this up a little bit. Inhale, the clasped hands up over your head, little back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the legs, flat back extension. Exhale, hands on either side of the feet, jumping back with the right foot, leaving the left foot forward. We're gonna jump our right foot over to the left side, and we're gonna just do a little movement here. So just bending the back knee, bending the front knee, bending the back knee, bending the front knee. We're not over bending the front knee. We don't want the front knee to overextend your foot. We're just getting some movement, creating some heat. All right, then we'll pivot the back foot down if it's not already. Elevate our fingertips over our head, finding warrior one. We've got square hips forward. Hands can be at heart center, or they can be over the head. It's up to you. Yeah. All right. So then with our hands over our heads, we'll go ahead and just bow forward, lengthen the front leg, find ourselves in pyramid pose, hands behind the back if that feels good, or in reverse prayer posture. Make sure we're not overextending this front left knee. Pressing into your back pinky toe. Release your hands behind you. Just spend a minute to walk to center, pivoting both feet. So we're in a wide-legged stance right now. So if you want to bend opposite knees or create a little bit of motion here in the hips. And we'll walk our way back to that front left foot. You probably need to jump the right foot over to the right hand side of the mat, just so your hips are even again. And we'll place our hands on either side of the left foot and jump the left foot to meet the right. Now we're in a plank. Lowering down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for cobra. Tuck in the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to jump forward with the right foot. Now the left foot's behind us, so we'll pivot it down. Remember we started off kind of bending knees. So we're bending your front knee, bending your back knee, alternating motion. Then we'll release our hands from the earth. Draw them, either you can place them on your hips and place them at Anjali Mudra or over your head. Completely up to you. Really want these hips squared forward. I'm going to try to create a 90-degree angle with this front knee. Sometimes that's not possible, but it's always a stretch goal. So lengthening the front leg, and you can bow forward. Oh, so bad. And find your pyramid pose. So in pyramid pose, we can bring our arms. If your arms don't really want to be behind you, you can just kind of grab opposite elbows. It's not a big deal. The idea is you want to open the heart. And reverse prayer posture tends to do that a little bit more fully. So if that's part of your practice, go ahead and do that. If not, don't worry about it. You can work up to it. Bend that knee, or bend it rather, on yourselves in warrior one before we switch sides so we can walk to the center. Bringing our hands to the earth, pivoting both feet on either side, getting some motion in the knees, subtly opening the hips. And then when you're ready, we'll walk back towards the front right foot rather. And inhale, fingertips over your head. We'll swoop our hands around and hop our feet together. Little tiny back bend. Exhale and hands to heart center. So we're going to keep with our sun salutations. This time we're going to change it up even more. So pay attention. Inhale the clasped hands up over the head, little back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the legs, flat back extension. Exhale, hands on either side of the feet. Jumping back with the left foot. Followed by the right. Lowering down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for cobra. Tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this time we're going to elevate back with our right leg. It's going to be up in the air. You can do ankle circles if that feels good. And if you want to bend the knee and allow your right foot to fall to the left-hand side, you can do that. Then we'll take that right knee and swoop it through to the left ankle. Let's see if this, no. There we go. Kind of. So we're in a pigeon pose. So we're lengthening back with our left leg. Our tendency with pigeon is everyone gets, basically once you bend your knee, you want to go, oh, let's do a reclined forward pigeon. Reclined pigeon is nice, but it's also nice to go ahead and lengthen your pigeon, remembering that the full posture is a king pigeon, where your back leg comes up and your hands over your head. So you don't have to get there, but a reclined pigeon doesn't always get you there. So while it's relaxing, and a half pigeon, which is what we're in right now, is a better way to get there. Not a better way, it's a different way. It's a nice long spine. If this is something where you need a little bit of extra support, maybe you need blocks on either side of your hands, you can do that. Maybe it's just a pillow or something that's a little bit, or something that's a little bit more firm. Maybe it's a piece of furniture that's just sitting there on either side and you can just place your hands there. So decide what works for you. Nice long spine. So you should feel like you're lifting up from the top of your head instead of compressing the lower back. Now when you're ready, we'll tuck the back left toes and swoop that right leg all the way through, up to the sky. And then place that guy back down next to the left leg. Elevating up the left leg and bend the left knee. I don't wear a t-shirt from the other. Okay. This guy comes up, bends down. Swooping now the left knee in towards the left wrist. Pay attention to what's happening with your back right foot. If you need to, I usually tuck my toes until I feel like I am positioned where my hips are squared, and then I put the top of my left foot, my right foot down. Nice long spine. You may even want to walk your hands back a little bit towards the back body. That may help you to find a little bit of length in your pigeon pose. Connecting with your breath. And when you're ready, we'll tuck the back right toe, elevate up to the sky with the left foot. Want to get a last ankle circle in there, you can do that. Then we'll walk out our dog. Then we'll hop forward with the left foot, followed by the right. Reverse one dive. Exhale and to heart center. All right. So we haven't done half moon in a while, and so I feel like we should do that. I believe my shirt will stay down. So in our half moon pose, good to have a wall or a block or both. I'm going to have a pretend block in my hand. I usually like to start off in a warrior one position, realizing that my hips are going to open to warrior two when I'm in half moon. But I like to start off so I can feel the difference between the two. So warrior one, lower body, pretend I have a block in this hand. Ooh, I have a thing that's like a block. There we go. So here's my block. It's a massive block. So squaring the hips, elevating the back leg. Oops. Elevating the back leg. I like to flex my back toe. Squaring the hips, elevating the right arm. Now the thing we want to make sure is that we're not relying on that block. It's there. We know it's there if we need it, but really it should just be a touch. As I mentioned, it's hard to balance and talk. All right, elevating up. So holding your Ardha Tangasana as long as it feels comfortable, and then very slowly coming down. We'll do the same when it's time to come down. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side for our balance. So squaring the hips, finding our balance point, which will probably be over to the right. Elevating the back foot, flexing the back foot. Drawing our gaze to our balance point. And see about aligning your top and bottom arms. Your legs should be an extension of your head. When you're ready, very slowly coming down. back into that warrior one. And then hop your feet down. Excellent. Good call. So from here, we'll place the hands at heart center. Inhale to clasp hands up. Little back bend. Exhale, circle the arms around. Find yourself in a chair pose. Circle your arms behind you as you exhale. And then find yourself in a Hindi squat. And then lowering yourself down on the mat. However you need to get there. Okay. So from our seated position, Sukhasana, we'll place our hands at heart center. Inhale to clasp hands up. Exhale, circling to the left-hand side, placing our right hand on the left knee for a little bit of an open twist. And if you want to convert your open twist to a closed twist, you can bring the sole of the left foot up and just give this knee a hug. Gazes over the back, right shoulder. Swooping the arms up to the sky. We'll switch which foot is in front. Once again, if you want to keep in Sukhasana, you can. So you would start here, inhale the arms up, and then place your foot here. If you want that closed twist, just go ahead and elevate that. Make sure that you're not adjusting or kind of moving your knee from side to side. Gazes over the back right shoulder. And swooping the arms back up to the sky. Exhale and bring them down. Okay. So rolling the shoulders back and down. We'll find our boat pose. So nice long spine. Maybe coming onto our tippy toes. Maybe elevating the legs up. Maybe even supporting the legs with the hands. So you can maintain an open heart and still have the form for the lower body. Bring the palms up, you can. And lengthen the legs out, you can, for a full boat pose. And then lower yourself down. Hold your boat pose as long as you'd like. We'll lower ourselves down onto the mat. Find ourselves in Shavasana. Just for a moment, we're not going to be in full Shavasana. So just quite yet. We're going to draw our knees to heart center. Give yourself a little bit of a lower back massage. We'll take our right hand, place it on the left knee, allow the knees to fall to the right hand side. Open the arms. If you want to cross your bottom leg or your top leg over your bottom leg, however that works for you. That way we can have a nice lower body twist. Connecting with your breath. And then when you're ready, unravel your twists. Draw the knees back to center. And do the same thing on the opposite side. So the knees fall over to the right hand side, arms open, or to the left hand side rather, arms open to the right. And if you want to cross one over, you can do that. Gaze will be towards the opposite side. And then when you're ready, we'll unravel our feet. Maybe shake them side to side. And at this time, if there's any final posture that your body is craving, feel free and do that at this time, whether it's happy baby pose or frog pose. If bridge pose is part of your practice, I recommend placing a block in between your knees before you elevate up into a bridge. Another good place to put a block is right underneath your sits bones and elevate your feet up to the sky. All options are open to you. And when you're ready, we'll all meet in Shavasana. Legs will be long in front of us, palms open to the sky, shoulders and upper body connect to the mat. And we have that same alignment we found in Tadasana, our mountain pose. So just take this time to connect with your Shavasana pose. I'm going to come up, but you can stay right where you're at. Connecting with your breath. You're just taking a moment to remember the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Or maybe simply just take a mental scan of your body and determine what you learned today without judgment. Connecting with the rhythm of your breath. Slowly draw your body and breath back to awareness. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, touching your thumb to each finger, one at a time, connecting with the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Sa, ta, na, ma. Stretching your arms long over your head and your legs long in front of you. Stretching your energies from fingertips to tips of toes. Then gently draw your knees into your chest and give them a hug. Rocking side to side or in a circle, massaging your lower back. Now when you're ready, allow your knees to fall over to the right hand side, resting there for a moment in the fetal position. Our final resting posture is called Shavasana, or corpse pose, where we allow any unwanted thoughts, feelings, or energies to die in this posture. In this fetal position, we are reborn, ready to lead a new life of mindfulness, awareness of our body, breath, and all of the beautiful energy around us. Whenever you're ready, bringing only the good and positive energy with you, slowly help yourself up to an easy seated position. And with a nice long spine and hands at heart center, I invite you to join me as we seal this practice as we began with the sound and vibration of Om. Inhaling to prepare. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May your mind be open. May your words be mindful. May your heart be open and abundant with love. Namaste. Thank you.